Welcome to this segment of the program. Inuarata no Sahai is still my name, and I'm here to add value to your day, add value to your business, and add value to your career. And this morning, our conversation is on the topic, how to speak the language of performance. How to speak the language of performance. Now, performance is a language that is understood anywhere you go in the world. In the global market space, there is no place that they don't understand the language of performance. There is no industry, there is no part of the world that the language of performance is not understood. It's so important you understand as an employee that performance is the only language that your boss will understand. Performance is the only language that your employer, your team head, and your superior understands. And as an employee, you speak the language of performance when you bring contribution to the table. You speak the language of performance when you bring value to the table. You speak the language of performance when you bring results to the table. That is the language of performance. Being able to speak the language of performance is you bringing results to the table, is you bringing value to the table, is you bringing contribution to the table. Being able to speak the language of performance as an employee is you being able to execute effectively the tasks that have been assigned to you. Being able to speak the language of performance as an employee is you being able to meet targets or even exceed targets that have been given to you in the workplace, in the work environment, in the system or in the organization that you are working with. This is so important. British businessman Harold S. Gini, he made a very profound statement. He said, "It is an immutable law in business that words are words, excuses are excuses, promises are promises, explanations are explanations. Performance is your only reality. Performance is your only reality. Results, contribution, value, achieving, tasks that have been, effectively executing tasks that have been assigned to you is the only reality. The marketplace, the workplace is not patient with you explaining the reasons why you couldn't get the job done." So at this morning, my mission is to equip you with some keys, that will help you to ensure that you consistently speak the language of performance. Remember, you're being able to speak the language of performance is you bringing results to the table, is you bringing value to the table, is you bringing contribution to the table, is you ensuring that the tasks that have been assigned to you, you effectively execute them. This is so important. And one key way to help you consistently speak this language of performance is for you to learn to always leverage on your premium moments. Learn to always leverage on your premium moments. Now, your premium moment is that time of the day that you are at your best. Your premium moment is that time of the day that you are most productive. Your premium moment is that time of the day that you can perform at optimal level. So you get to the office in the morning, or you wake up as a sales rep, a sales officer, and that time of the day, most likely between 7 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the afternoon, is your premium moment. You are very productive at that time. You are at your best. You just wake up from sleep. You are very fresh. Your brain has gone through resetting. You have gone through reformatting over the night as a result of sleep. And now it is time to hit, target. It is time to bring value, contribution, and solution to the table. Ensure that top priority tasks, top priority activities are done within this premium moment, within this time of the day that you're at your best. It is not the time, for you to attend to things that have no priority or have less priority. Focus on executing top priority tasks within that time. Learn to leverage on your premium moments. Remember, your premium moment is that time of the day that you are at your best. This is so important. Then another way, another approach that you can also engage to see that you consistently speak the language of performance, bring contribution and value to the table, is for you to intentionally block out diversions. especially during your premium moments. Diversions are those activities employees and workers of organizations engage in that add no value to the system at all, add no value to the work. And that is why it's so very, very important for you to limit mobile notifications, limit internet notifications. If the job you are doing, has no connection with being online, with being on the internet, it is very important to help yourself, to help you speak the language of performance. It is important you reduce internet notifications. Imagine you are doing some writing, you are into sales, you are into marketing, you are working, and then the internet notification, in your phone is on or on your laptop, and then every now and then you are hearing the beep of those notifications or the messages that are coming in. It's very, very difficult. When you hear those beeps of messages that are coming into your phone or from your system, it is very difficult to resist not opening them when they are on. And so if your work has no relationship or has no connection with being online, it is important to help yourself to do away with that diversion. Help yourself, put off your internet notification and focus on executing that task with all concentration, so that at the end of the day, you will be able to bring value to the table that will be appreciated by the system, that will also push you to the next level in your business and in your career. Number one way to speak the language of performance: always leverage on your premium moments and intentionally take out diversions out of sight. Limit mobile notifications, limit internet notification, especially if your job at that moment has no connection with being online. That is so important. Then the next one is for you to learn to engage time boxing strategy. Learn to engage time boxing strategy. By time boxing strategy, this is what I mean. This the activity, you have planned out the activities you are going to do today. And to put it in the box, just tell yourself, these activities, I will ensure that I'll be through with them by 3:30. So between 8 p.m. and 3:30 or 3 p.m. as the case may be, I'll be through with all these activities. You have created an overall deadline. Then the next thing to do now is to create specific deadlines. Okay, these are activities I'm going to do. Activity A, B, C, D to Z. You create the overall deadline by 3 p.m. or 3:30 or even 2 p.m. I'll be through. Then you now start assigning, time duration for each of those activities, and then you stick to them and ensure that they are done. This is time boxing strategy. Another, advice I will also, recommend when it comes to this engaging time boxing strategy is for you to learn to reduce time allotted to tasks. If it normally take you like 1 hour to execute a task, learn to give it, let's say, 40 minutes, 45 minutes. If it normally take you 2 hours to execute a task, assign, 1 hour, 30 minutes to this task. And you'll be surprised. You will be very much surprised that you'll be able to execute that task within this less time duration you have allotted to this task. This is so important, and this a lot will go a long way to help you speak the language of performance, of bringing results and value to the table. The next approach is for you to gamify your tasks. Gamify your tasks and celebrate your week. Gamify. In other words, turn your tasks into games. What am I saying? You tell yourself, no sir, these are the activities or the tasks, the assignments I'm to carry out today. When I'm through with these tasks, within this allotted time, duration or time period, I'm going to buy you a cup of ice cream, or I'm going to take you out for lunch. You are talking to yourself. You are having this internal dialogue, this internal, conversation with yourself. You just tell yourself, no sir, if I'm able to do this, if you are able to do this task before 11 p.m., you normally round up that task before now, prior to this time, by 1:30. And then you tell yourself you are able to do it between 8 and 1 p.m. Or between 8 and 11 a.m. or between 8 and 12 noon. If you're able to do it within this time duration, I will buy you a cup of ice cream. I will take you out for lunch. You're having that internal dialogue for yourself. And then when you actually do it within that time, your target you have set for yourself, celebrate your wins. Take yourself out. Indeed, buy yourself that cup of ice cream. Indeed, take yourself out. Just celebrate yourself. Celebrate the win. You are gamifying your tasks, and you are now making your tasks not to look like work. You are just now making it to look like fun. Let me use the word. You are funifying your tasks. This is so important. It will go a long way to help you. The another approach to help you speak the language of performance is for you to avoid BTP. BTP is bedtime procrastination. You know, there are times that some of us stay awake unnecessarily when the activity that is keeping us awake is not you bringing job from the office to the work environment. It's not you bringing tasks that your boss probably gave to you that you must submit by 8 a.m. tomorrow. So when you do that, instead of you going to bed, let's say 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. to wake up by 4 to start preparing for work, you find yourself watching some of these specially crafted season movies, and you know the way they are, connected, the way they are designed. After watching a particular episode, you just want to see the next episode. Just stay on Netflix all night, and you find yourself finally going to bed 2 a.m. to wake up by 4 or 5 a.m. And when you wake up, you are not at your best. You get to the office, there's this hangover from that, staying too late, and you are not at your best. And at the end of the day, this will not help you to effectively speak the language of performance, of bringing results and value to the table. And then also, as I begin to conclude this morning, learn to associate with colleagues who inspire you. Learn to associate with colleagues who inspire you. Archbishop Benson, the Apostle of blessed memory, said, when you stop moving with inspirers, you begin to aspire. Learn to associate with colleagues who inspire you to take action, and then they will hold you accountable. You have a colleague that knows that these are the things you are supposed to do, and you are supposed to finish it within this targeted time. And the colleague, a good friend is telling you, no, sir, you are supposed to have done this job. You have not done that. You have not done X, Y, Z. Such colleagues are the kind of colleagues you hang out with. They will inspire you to action. They will help you to be accountable. And that will go a long way to effectively speak the language of performance. Remember, speaking the language of performance is you bringing contribution to the table, bringing value to the table, is you bringing results to the table, is you effectively executing the tasks that have been assigned to you. This is so important because it goes a long way to take your career from point A through B to point Z. I strongly believe that lots of value have been added to you today, and it's so important you reach me. This is why my phone numbers are right there on the screen. The first one is 080-6686-5060. So add the country code if you are from outside Nigeria, plus 234-80-6686-5060. The last line is equally there, is 080-529-29120 with the country code plus 234-80-529-29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I'll still be the amiable Inuarata no Sahai. God bless you.